Welcome to On One TV. Your host Meeks,
Your host Vito.
and we got a special guest today.
Vito.
What's up, my guy?
What's going on, guys?
Everything's good?
What's up, man?
Chilling. You already know.
Today almost didn't happen.
Yeah,
I
again.
know. Yeah,
You almost flaked again, my guy.
I know.
He got some energy out of nowhere. Red
Well,
Bull
we ended up
sponsored.
making it happen. That's
Mhm.
what's matter.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start off by asking my guy what he's drinking today. What did you drink?
We got
today?
some Jägermeisters
Mhm.
and the Red Bulls. You know.
Put you in the zone.
Hell
Put
yeah.
you in the zone.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I did not fuck with it. You heard me. I had a whole entire rant about it. Jägermeister is disgusting. I mean,
If
I
you
think
drink it straight-
Jägermeister alone is fucking disgusting.
Yes, it
Puts
tastes
it-
like medicine.
But you put a hella fucking Red Bull in it, and it's
Makes it good?
makes it pretty good.
All right.
Makes it pretty good. So,
All right, so we spoke about on our first episode on how we go into the woods with you, my guy.
Yep. I'm very excited about that. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
All right, so what's there to expect? Because we did talk about how you did a lot of the,
Research.
we did.
You're talking about things that the
The
places
weird-
that I've been before,
Yeah,
like
the
we're
weird
New
New
Jersey and all that
Uh-huh.
shit,
Mhm.
all that stuff, yeah.
Let's start with that. Give us
where have our first. The
Uh,
Jersey Devil is in Pine Barrens. Obviously,
Pine Barrens.
we spoke about that in the last episode,
Yes.
and
and you haven't went there yet, right? You haven't been there yet. Right?
We actually tried to go over there a few years ago, but we end up in a different place.
Okay.
It was like this old military place that was in South Jersey too.
The
But
military base,
yeah,
the abandoned one.
it
I
was
did
an
hear about
abandoned
that.
place, but they had already like tear everything apart, and they were just like,
So it was just empty.
yeah, it was all
Okay.
empty. It was
what was
huge.
there? Like, what's the lore on that?
It was nothing. It was just like land, like
Oh, it's just land. Like,
Yeah.
there's no stories behind
no
it. Just
trees, no nothing.
okay.
It was a huge.
just
Yeah.
some creepy shit.
Yep,
All right, so how much of the weird New Jersey places have you gone to? About
many.
approximately?
Pretty much all of them except the Pine Barrens.
No, there's a lot of weird New Jersey. You really went to all of them?
Yeah.
Name
crazy.
them. Name them.
Name 'em.
I've been to Devil's Tree,
Mm-hmm.
Speak about
that's
it.
Central
Speak-
Jersey.
Speak about the Devil's Tree. We'll go one by one, and then
Yeah.
Well, supposedly this tree goes back in times when there was like this guy. He took all his family over there. I don't know the reason,
Mhm.
but he brought all his family there and he killed them, and he hanged their bodies on this tree.
Oh, is that like no? That's not the tree from The Conjuring, right? Like where they, because I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Conjuring.
No.
So supposedly, like
It-
in that movie, like the father takes and he like hangs the whole family's body on the tree.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, is
it
it
could be based
that?
off of it.
It could be.
It could be
Yeah.
based
It could be.
on that too, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, like supposedly, like many people try to like cut off the tree and everything, but
Like chop it down.
yeah, like the trunk, and they couldn't do it. So
Why?
they put like I don't know, like every time someone try to do it, like
Some weird-
they end up dead or something after a while.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That sounds
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
the
crazy. That's
yeah.
fun.
So they end up. I heard they end up putting like pieces of cheap metal around the tree and chains, so that
Mhm.
nobody was
Allowed to go there and try to-
allowed to go there and try to cut
Try
the
to
tree
cut it
down
down.
again.
That's crazy.
Because people kept dying, right? They didn't want more people.
Yes, this is like the tree itself looks like really really weird.
Mhm.
You know, it gives you like goosebumps
Yeah.
when you go around there.
So when you were there, did you feel anything there? Did you know some people say they could feel different energy.
like some kind of like weird energies, like like I like I say I had goosebumps all over my body that day. Yeah.
It's a weird looking tree.
Yep.
All right, so probably somewhere around here, I'm gonna be putting like a picture of the tree so you guys could check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
For
sure.
sure.
And then after that, we went to Gates of Hell
Gates
in
of Hell.
Clifton.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that one.
It's like
You been?
I've been to Gates to Hell
With him?
Yes.
Okay.
it's like how do you call these things?
It's a
So
sewer.
So no, it's
like
not a sewer.
different
It's,
sewers. Yeah, but
it's more of a water. It wasn't a sewer. It's like I don't know what it's not a sewer though. It's something. It's like a river used to go through.
Oh, a drain. A drain.
Yeah, it's like a drain.
yeah, like
yeah,
you know
yeah.
when it gets floated over
Yeah.
there, they just release all the water from the dams through
Into
those
there, yeah.
things.
I
yeah.
heard there's levels to the Gates of Hell, right? There's
There is.
multiple levels of it.
So
It's like a kind of like a maze kind of thing.
yeah. So when we walked in, We got through like the big, like the first one is like a big hole. It's big. Everybody could fit through there, but there's like running water right through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So as we were walking, we got to this corner where it was funny too, because when we were there, we didn't know much about it, and we weren't gonna go deep, obviously, because we didn't know. But then we saw these 3 young kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It had to have been like teenagers. It was like 3 of them, right?
I remember, yep.
Yeah, so it was like 3 of them, and we went through this, and they have already done it, but they said they didn't get to the end.
Okay.
So they said, come with us, like follow us.
Mm-hmm.
So like, all right, let's follow them. So, you know, I'm big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big. I'm tall. It's like, I'm already scared, like out my mind, because we already, like, so we went through the tunnel, and then we made a right.
Okay.
Once we made a right, they show this little, like, this kid is like fucking telling me there's this little hole
Oh man.
that we have to go through, and we have to crouch. So we're crouching. And we're walking a good 5 minutes, right? Good 5-6 minutes. 5 minutes is a long walk, crouched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally get to like this open zone. He's like, yo, this is the end. This is where we go through this tunnel, and then we get to the end, and we get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So when we finally get there, it's shut down. It's
shut
wood.
down.
It was like broken.
Yeah.
Like it was blocking it. So I was like, oh shit. So we all got flashlights, and then we look up. And when I tell you, bro,
There's a lot of grasshoppers and
grasshoppers, spiders, we're talking about millions.
Oh, that's fucked.
Millions right above us.
That's where we decided to come back. And
It was like, it's over.
hell got it.
It's over. Yeah,
That's
it's over.
fucked.
Because I'm telling you, like, to the point where if you just swiped your hand on the roof, you were going to get be covered.
Ugh.
Covered your whole,
Things,
and it's no exaggeration, bro. It was millions, millions of them, bro. And then it was kind of fucked up because the little kid, teenager, whatever he was, he fucking fell, and there was water.
Oh, I remember
some
that.
And he
dirty
dropped
ass
his
mess.
fucking phone, bro.
He got
It
all
was-
wet.
he was pissed.
I
He was
remember.
pissed.
That sucks.
So we
So-
ended up getting out of it.
So I know like the story to that. I never been to that. So I heard the story like there's like some type of like troll or something at the end, like some type of elf thing or weird fucking.
Supposedly there's like it's the gates to hell.
Yeah.
So there's a door, and once you open that door, you can actually hear like demons, souls.
It's like a black hole, for example.
Yeah. No, I've heard of that, but I heard that if you make it all the way through to the end, like there's an opening, like where there's like kind of like the drain goes, like some of the water.
Yeah.
And I heard there was like some type of like elf or like some type of like dwarf thing that they said that a lot of people see.
Crazy shit is it could be
I
true,
heard
but we
about it,
just
yeah.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
It was a lot of
blocked.
water.
It
Because
was
you're supposed to be able
blocked.
to make it all the way through. Like you start off from like one entrance and then you come out to the exit that kind of looks the same as the entrance.
Yeah, but no, we didn't get to. We didn't make it to the end for it to even go.
And how
that
many
far.
levels do you guys go down? Like, because I know there's a lot of levels and there's like a whole bunch of Satan shit all over.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like there's
all over.
Yeah, it's like covering graffitis and.
So what do you guys think? You guys think there's been any like sacrifices down there?
There's
Sure,
definitely been some
for
shit.
sure,
For
yeah.
sure, yeah. There's definitely been
Yeah.
some shit. Like
How'd the vibe feel?
not good.
It was a weird vibe.
It felt like
it
creepy?
wasn't good. Yeah, it was more.
The
It was
same-
more.
It felt heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the same as the Devil's Street. It was like kind of the same vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the energy was off. I didn't go to the Devil Tree, but I know that the
Yeah. The gates
Gates
felt.
to Hell was definitely like that shit did not feel. It wasn't something that you're like.
But like, do you think it's more like your mind saying like, all right, this is a place that is kind of like dark. It's all like you think it's actually like spirits, or you think it's more in the mind that it's just kind of like, okay, well, it's
your
dark.
brain.
It's, yeah.
It's like well, I mean, then that goes for like all the other kind of like things that we do that we talk about, like our ghosts real, or is it just our mind? Our spirits real, or is it just us thinking about it is too strong? But the way that shit made me feel, it was like something's there. It can't be like a brain thing, because I'm not scared of the dark. I don't think he's scared of the dark, but like you know when you were younger and you see something,
Yeah.
and you're like, the hell is that? But then it's like a jacket on top of a chair or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is like you see shit like that, but there was nothing to.
There's no chair.
There was no.
There's no chair with no clothes on it.
There's
It's
nothing. There's like, yo, what the fuck did that? Where could that shadow have came from?
Yeah.
Like there was shit like that, bro. Like there was no light. If it wasn't for our flashlights, we'd have been done. Like it was crazy.
That's nuts.
That shit was crazy. All right, so let's move on to another.
After that, we went through the
I know you went
Road.
Clinton Road, right?
Yeah.
Clinton Road. So that
I heard that place. There's a light over there before you get in Clinton Road. That
that's super freaking crazy light. It's ridiculous.
It takes like about 25 to 30 minutes for it to like turn green.
I cut it all the time. I go right to the gas station, go around.
Right next to the gas station. That was one of the first weird.
So talk about it. What's the lore?
Over there is pretty much like a road. You go like about 10 miles long. There's also like this. I heard there was like some people over there. The how you call these people? The excuse me.
Racist.
KKK.
No. For example, like this the albinos.
Albinos.
Yes.
Never heard that. Like,
there was a lot of albinos living in there before.
Like the area you're talking about?
On that area,
That's
yes.
Kind of weird.
It's actually in West Milford.
Yeah.
So like that area was crowded with albinos. I don't know what's the reason, but I heard that. I also heard that there was a zoo, and then when they closed down the zoo, they released all the animals on the wild and
over there.
Over there, yes.
Really?
So there was like this kind of like weird ass mix animals that people said they used to like see in the dark sometimes.
That's crazy.
Also the kid that died.
Oh yeah, with the coin that you throw the penny over the bridge and then it supposedly throws it back.
Yes.
So we did that.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
We did that and nothing happened.
Yeah, we did it too.
So like Clinton Road to me was just more of a waste of time. It was just more to me like he said the albinos, but I could have sworn it was like the KKKs. Like I know like
that's what I figured too. I know I did get chased. Like it was me and my boy Juan and his girl and I forgot.
It's crazy that you say that because me and him when we went. We were getting followed out when we were leaving out.
Oh, yeah,
we went in.
Well, we went back and forth a few times.
Yeah. So, because you know how long it is, right?
It's super long.
It's really long. So when we went, we didn't see any... When we went, we didn't see anything going in. Like, we saw a lot of American flags. Oh, remember the Confederate flag?
Yes.
We saw the Confederate flag over there. So when we was coming back, there was like a, I don't know if it was a truck. I don't know what it was, but it had big old headlights.
There's like a lot of rednecks over there.
That's exactly what we got chased by, a fucking pickup.
Yeah,
we got chased by a pickup to the point where, when you make it all the way down by the houses and there's the little water, the body of water.
Yeah.
We made it all the way, like we were getting chased because like we were going pretty high speed and they were right behind us. And I was like, fuck this. So I fucking zoomed, made it by the houses, made it by the water.
Yeah.
Fucking pulled a Yui and dipped out of there. I was like, fuck this.
We were on our way out, and then and this guy's just like on us, and because we weren't speeding because it was so dark, but he was just like right on us, like in the back, like basically telling us to get the fuck out of here. Like,
remember we spotted these trees that supposedly like there was like people that
on the way we had saw there was a couple like memorial trees out there, and then we had stopped, and the one had like. It just had a bunch of crosses on it.
On the actual road?
On that road. Yeah.
You guys remember that like it's like a witch house, right, or something like that? That's kind of before, like in the beginning.
It's made out. It's like a pyramid.
Wood, it's like a wooden
thing.
Like straight. Yeah, that's a weird fucking house. I was like, that's some. It's just like alone.
Magic in there into.
Yeah, it's just like alone in there. Yeah. And it's weird. I was
beginning from the road. Coming out from Route 23.
I actually had like this app, which I mean like. Listen, I don't know if it's true or not, but like supposedly like ghosts communicate within like electrical frequencies.
Yeah.
Right. So we had this app on the phone, and it was like Ghost Finder or whatever the fuck it was that would pop up like certain words, and like you would like have like a little radar or whatever. Who knows if it works or not? It's weird, but I do remember like asking it some questions, and it was like answering. But again, I don't know how true it is, but I know there's actual equipment that you can use for shit like that, which would be dope to get.
For
sure. We should definitely grab something like that. Cause,
And then we went to Shadows of Death Road. That was all the way up by Route 80 by the Water Gap. Supposedly it's another road that when they were building it back then, I'm talking about many years ago, like 100 years ago or whatever. Many people died there while they were constructing the road, and then supposedly since then, like whenever you go over there, and you get out of your car and you stay there. Remember, you're supposed to turn off the lights from your car.
Was that the one you get
stop.
chased?
Yes.
The car chases you? The ghost car? Is that the one?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay,
so you got to turn off your headlights.
Yeah.
And then wait like 30 seconds and then turn them back on. And then supposedly you see like something chasing you.
Anything? You have any experiences with that or no? Like anything happen?
Not really. Not so far.
What times do you go? Because I heard for that one, like the time you have to go is like the witching hour, which is like 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Was that around the time you were there? Or you were there like a little early?
We definitely went over there. I remember I got pulled over by the cops.
Yeah.
I was over there with my girlfriend, me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Damn, it was just you and your girl. That's it.
Yeah, I remember. It was so funny because when we got up to the end of the road, there was like this small town. I forgot the name of the town. So I saw this car like chasing me right behind me, and I stopped on this. I went and I stopped. I pulled up to the side of the road, and it was a cop. He stopped, and he was like, "What are you guys doing in here?" And I was like, "We just came to like check this out, you know, like see what's really going on in here." And all right, that's good. Make sure you guys be safe.
Oh, he doesn't really care. He probably gets it all the time.
I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. So
the other thing, we went all the way to South Jersey. This is one of the, I think, is the oldest real estate house that was built in Jersey. That is still, you know, there.
Yeah.
Supposedly, if you look into the windows, you could see like spirits and stuff there. It was also one of them things that really took the.
Did you see it though? Did you see anything when you?
We actually saw some lights, like weird lights, but then we went up in the back of the property. Right, we trespassed that. It was that was the scary part actually. And I mean, we didn't really see anything weird, but it was still the same kind of feeling like all the other places.
Yeah.
So my thing is, right, so you want to see these things.
For sure. That's the thing.
This is what you're going to see.
Everybody
wants to doing it. Yeah.
I don't.
You don't want to see.
I don't want to see some scary.
What do you mean you don't want to see some
Do you
scary
think that's
shit?
gonna fuck your brain up?
Yeah, for sure. But you can't tell me, oh, I'm gonna go do all this shit, but I expect not to see anything. No, I expect to see something. I might get a little fucked up, but I mean, like,
if we see the Jersey Devil, bro,
no,
we're gonna be
that's
fucked
scary.
up.
No, that's true. It's fucked up. You know, it's like one of those things. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because like, I don't expect to see him, but man, if I fucking do, it's gonna be.
You know,
fucking nuts.
it's like we go to see it, but I hope I don't see it. But if we see it,
sure.
if we see it, we see it. You know what I mean?
That's my point. You know,
So
the only reason why I'm trying to get there, all these kind of places, is like to see if
You want to see something?
For sure.
Have you seen anything in any of the places you've been to?
No.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
So he's the weird New Jersey hunter.
Yeah.
That's what he is. The weird New Jersey hunter.
Yeah, it's one of my
kind
of things that I love.
You definitely might see Vito a few more times because who knows? We might make a few episodes just dedicated on going to all the Jersey, you know, the weird Jersey places.
New Jersey places.
That'd be pretty cool.
We're definitely gonna go to. We told him we were gonna go to Pine Barrels. Yeah,
that's definitely gonna be
that's
awesome
definitely
trip.
That's what the next 2 weeks.
Gonna be for sure. That's coming up very, very soon.
Very soon, yeah.
That's
So
very cool.
we're gonna go at nighttime. We're gonna get there about 12:30. Try to have a couple hours walking in, and once we get deep enough at 3:30, we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I think we should be there a little earlier than that, just so we can actually set up some like paths.
Definitely.
Because
if
we
can
go
do
at
that.
12:30, we're just gonna get lost.
No, I mean we'll figure it out. I mean we can't go when it's daytime though.
No, I mean not daytime, but for sure, like we need to set some stuff up so we know like where we're going and shit. Because that place looks humongous.
It is camping, right?
It's possible.
Maybe
It is possible.
Maybe.
Yeah. It depends. It really depends.
I see it hard, just like
because you gotta see like 6 hours of walking and all that. Who really wants to sleep in there?
So what kind of animals do they have over there? Do they got fucking bears and?
That's what I was looking up, and they
do
have
not
bears.
done a research on, you know, when it comes to like what kind of animals are over there in the wild. But
know what's there.
I'm expecting to see, you know,
The Jersey Devil.
Either that or something weird, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My whole thing is like I don't want to see a bear.
I don't want to fucking see a bear.
Me neither.
Fuck that.
I don't want to see one. I don't want to do harm to an animal, and two,
Fuck.
I don't want to be harmed by an animal.
Fuck that. A bear's coming at me. Like, I'm gonna try to do harm to that animal.
Let me
Like,
explain
that-
something to you. That bear tries to jump on one of us. He can't jump. This is the hood going to the woods. It's the hood going to the woods.
He's beating all of our
Ain't no
asses,
fair
for
ones.
sure.
Ain't no
what
fair
what
ones.
is really gonna have to be is someone's gonna have to fucking take one for the team.
Sacrifice.
So
For sure.
someone's getting tripped up, and listen,
Oh man.
we had to discuss this later.
I mean, listen, it is what it is. Hopefully, we get to see something.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, we got to bring something obviously to stay protected. I feel like, you know,
Oh, yeah,
even if it's just like
Oh yeah. Definitely. The only reason why I say like let's not bring a strap.
Oh, no,
is
no, no, no,
because
no, no.
of
Yeah.
police.
Oh no, no, no. But
And
I'm
shit
saying,
like that, you know
but
what
I'm
I
saying, I'm pretty sure we could bring like a
I'm bringing a machete.
yeah.
I'm bringing
that-
me a big
I-
like nice like with a cover.
I'll bring my
bring-
paintball gun,
Oh yeah.
and I'll bring it
definitely.
with the bullets that
Yeah,
have
for
like
sure. the rubbers.
the rubbers.
The rubber ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring
or
the
even
rubber
or we can order the pepper ball ones.
Yeah, for
tasers,
sure,
all kinds of shit.
Do them real dirty.
for sure.
Tasers for sure. That shit
Walkie
won't drop,
talkies.
Huh?
We need walkie talkies.
That's for sure. Walkie talkies. For
It's
sure.
gonna be fun.
We need we need an ounce. We need a whole ounce. We need one whole ounce. We need to roll some big
edibles
shit,
that day.
man. Nah.
Well,
Nah,
we
you
will
tryna
see
take
some.
You trying to take it to another level.
We will see something that day.
You know what's crazy? As long as I've been like, this is off topic, but as long as I've been smoking,
Mm-hmm.
them edibles still do me so dirty, bro.
Yeah,
Them shits make me them shits make me feel like a perk,
yeah.
like an actual pill. And that shit, I do not like that shit at all.
I can't
bro.
eat a whole bag of them shit.
And he say he doesn't feel anything, bro.
That's crazy. I mean, I used to be the same way, but like now, you know, I'm just fuck that. I don't even want to try. But I know when I used to like smoke heavy and everything, I used to eat
You
edibles
used
like
to
nothing.
smoke heavy though, bro. Like when
Yeah.
I was seeing the dabs,
Yeah.
dabs he was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he told me about it.
it's globbies.
Yo, Vito, them shits was like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm telling you, it's like the whole gram. You know how we used to buy a gram and we used to take little pieces and be high as hell?
Yep.
It's like he'll take the whole gram
Yeah,
and then don't even cough. How?
That's crazy.
I used to smoke heavy, but
How?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I don't know. But fuck that. I wouldn't do an edible. Maybe. I mean,
get some shrooms.
that's
in
what I was
there.
just about to say. I would try that.
That would
I
be
have to try
wild.
it eventually.
Get some shrooms.
I'd be
in there.
fucked up to try
The only
that.
the only reason why I say that, like, shrooms are really good. Like they're not bad at all. But the only reason why I say it's kind of scary is because you guys never done it. So since you've never done it, I can't tell you what's gonna give you a trip and what's not. So like, shout out to the Ironbound heads that put me on, but they got some shit called Golden Teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Now Golden Teachers, everybody that's watching this, they could look it up if I'm lying. It's called Golden Teachers. You'll see it. It's like it has a string and the pod. The pod is the top of the mushroom. So the pod, that's what's really getting you high. The legs do some, but that's what's really getting you like that trip is the pod.
Yeah.
So those pods wasn't that bad. And my boy, shout out to Joey. Me, him, and a couple other dudes, I can't even remember their name. I'm high and I wasn't really cool with them. But Joey Bud, we ate an eighth each because that's how much you need, an eighth each to feel anything.
Yeah.
So like, and it was like the best feeling you can ever have. Like you feel like amazing, bro. Amazing. Not like any other drug there. And then there's no side effects. Like besides, I don't know if you can catch a trip because I've never caught a trip.
Yeah.
You can see a light. Like you look at a light and it's like, you could see the glare coming off of it. It's so crazy and moving.
Yeah,
That's how
that's
cooked
crazy.
you are. You're fucking cooked, bro. And the only thing is another thing, it lasts for like 8 hours.
Oh yeah. That's
So it's not no small like couple
yeah, that's
hours in your
fucked.
back.
If you have a bad trip, you're
Yeah.
tripping for 8 hours.
You're talking about you're tripping for a work shift,
I
a
mean,
whole work shift.
listen, now that you guys talking about that, I don't know if you guys ever watched this. I think it's on Netflix. The name is 1,000 Ways to Die.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 Ways to Die. Definitely.
I saw one of their episodes. This group of guys, they went like the same as us, right? Like we want to go to the woods and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They took shrooms when they were in the woods, and out of nowhere, this huge bear popped
That's
out.
fucked.
And you know, I never done shrooms before. I don't know
Yeah.
what you feel or whatever. supposedly they thought the bear itself was not a bear. It was like
Teddy bear?
something else. Yeah, like
I seen that one.
Yes.
It was a bear, and they thought they were at a party,
right.
and people were wearing costumes.
It was like a
It was like a costume. They thought it was a
bear.
costume bear, like it was a girl, and they
Yeah.
started like
hugging
it
everything.
and all
They
that.
got destroyed.
They got destroyed. Yeah, they got mauled.
They all died?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah, for sure.
That-
Oh, look, out of topic now, since we were talking about the shrooms, man. I saw a fucked up 1,000 Ways to Die.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, right? She fucking didn't have a dildo. I guess didn't have a dick, didn't have anything for her to pleasure her.
Oh my
So
God.
she fucking put a carrot in there. The carrot sliced something inside of her and she bled out.
What the fuck?
She blew out to that.
I swear. Bro, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it. Yo, you know when we go there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that shit up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
it's,
the link.
yeah.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, we could link it.
Because it's really crazy,
It's
bro.
hilarious.
I
like,
couldn't.
If you ever watch that show, it's crazy. Like you could die basically
Anyway.
anyway. Like even the stupidest way.
Yeah, but that's more like dumb ways to die.
No, for
That's
real,
that
bro.
one,
That's
like,
exactly what that is,
That's
bro. It's
fucking
crazy.
horrible, bro. A
Oh,
fucking
man.
carrot.
But look, back on topic. So, now we spoke about what we're going to do, right? We're going to go in a couple weeks. We're going to go to the woods. We're going to do it. We're going to bring our cameras. We're going to get right. We're going to figure something out, right? All right? We got a surprise. Me and V got a surprise, but we're not going to let it out yet. But we got a surprise. We're going to do something that no one's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see too, you don't know about it. But we're going to do something that no one's ever done, to our knowledge at least.
You don't want to give us a hint?
So, nah, I can't.
Nothing?
I can't give him nothing. I can't give him nothing. But look. So, Vito, tell us more about this this thing on your ring. What's that on your ring?
Well, like you guys already know, can't really talk that much about it, but you know,
Show
it
it to the camera.
started.
Can you pull it up right here?
Yeah,
Just-
push it to your camera so they can see it. What it is. Put it as close as you can.
Okay. This is. It actually started. I would say. Like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I met this really good friend of mine. His name was Gustavo, and the other one was Simon. Simon, he was the owner of this. It was like a nightclub over there in Wayne, and Gustavo, he was a bookie. So you know,
A bookie, you mean like the guy that holds the bets?
yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he was a really cool guy.
And just in case if you guys don't know by now, by seeing the ring, is we're talking about Freemasons.
Right. So yeah, they filled out this petition for me, and you know, it took a little bit of time because supposedly when you want to become a Freemason, you gotta have like good morals, you know, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter you have money or not. Doesn't matter. It's just up to you, you know. Like,
So can you explain it to us? What is it?
Like, what is it? Is it a gang? Is it a cult?
Religion?
Is it a religion?
no.
Is it a brotherhood?
It's not a religion. It's something that you obviously need to like believe on something that, you know, like God. So you have to believe like on something like that's above all of
Okay.
us. So like I said, it's not a religion.
So it's not a religion, but you need to be under a religion.
It doesn't matter.
So
It doesn't matter.
No.
So that no. So I'm saying, all right. So what's the G? The G, from my knowledge, what I've looked at, the G is for God, right?
Yes, it stands for like I just said, for Almighty, like something
So,
powerful.
Isn't like if you believe in God, isn't that a religion? Kinda, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends, I
that's
guess, how you
what-
follow it. Because religion, I believe, is the following, and then there's spirituality, which is more of like,
Like a higher being.
yeah, higher being.
Right. This actually started.
But isn't that like religion? Wouldn't that be considered religion?
No,
Because if
it's not a religion.
if you believe in something.
Yeah, but you could believe in something and not follow the religion. Like, for example, like you can believe in a higher being, but not.
So you could believe in God, but not be a Christian.
Yeah,
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, because they're not believing in the actual book and all the the religious stuff.
So they just believe in a higher being.
Yeah, they
do have a book that looks just like the Bible, but it has like the Mason sign, the compass with the ruler. And
do you know where that came from? The whole entire.
Yes, it goes back to like we really don't know when this came from, but it started like many years ago on England. That's actually where the first lodge was, created. In London.
What was it created for?
What do you mean,
like what? Okay, so obviously when you create something like a lodge or something like that, or there's a reason why everybody's gathering there. Like, you know what I mean?
To be honest, it was just so that like they could have like a temple or something to reunite.
So it was like a brotherhood.
Yeah, like a brotherhood. That's pretty much what it is. Yes.
And women are not allowed?
No, actually, the only woman that was a Freemason was the Queen Elizabeth.
Really?
Yes, that's the only woman.
Didn't know that.
The only woman, yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So going back to where the actual image came from, like the.
So yeah, it was something that came from Scotland and England.
Okay.
Because back then it was I believe United Kingdom, so like Gales, Scotland, and all those countries, they used to like be one together before.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's like 3 different levels. The first level, that's when you start. That's like for beginners.
Okay.
Obviously you go to that level as soon as you get granted. Like when you fill up your petition, and then they tell you you're good.
You're accepted.
You're accepted.
Do you have to do anything to get in? Anything like?
You either have to know someone.
Okay.
Like it happened with me,
Okay.
or you have to fill out the petition, which is a harder way, because they can decline it too.
Okay.
If they don't like what they see.
Okay.
But what's some things that they wouldn't want to see?
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
What are some things that they wouldn't want to see? What are some things that would like for them to like say, no way, no, we're not accepting him into the brotherhood?
If you don't have like good morals, like for example, if you have tats in your face, that will be a thing. They won't do it. Yes. They check your criminal record, all that stuff.
You can never be a Freemason, by the way.
I will never be a Freemason. Why? Listen, let me talk to you something, man. From the stuff that I heard, right? I'm a Christian. Back to that. So the stuff that I had heard, I wouldn't try. If it was something else of like, if we were like strong on like Jesus Christ and stuff like that, I'd probably try.
What's the thing? People often tend up to like mix Freemasons with Illuminatis, which has nothing to do with like Freemasons, right? So, because obviously, like the all-seeing eye and all that stuff is different. Like usually Masons have the G that stands for God on their symbol, and Illuminatis, they have the all-seeing eye. So that's
what, like,
for example, what you were saying, yeah. So it's totally 2 different things. One thing has nothing to do with the other one.
Well, I've heard that a lot of people in Hollywood are Freemasons, and you're saying that they're not Illuminatis, but the correlation's like really close, because even in the Bible of that you guys would have,
yes,
I heard that there's like certain punishments for people to speak out of term, like brutal punishments, like they'll ruin your life type punishments, and there's certain initiations you would have to do in order to get in or to stay in.
Listen,
there's
don't
a contract.
Tell me, sorry to cut you off, but don't tell me there's any in there shit.
For sure, nah. I mean, it's I was there for a few meetings. Couldn't really keep doing it because of family issues and stuff like that. But it was something that was really definitely interesting. You get to like meet a lot of like interesting people that has a lot of knowledge.
There's a lot of rich people in there, isn't there?
Pretty much all of them are rich.
I heard a lot of them do things though.
You know, like 80% of all of them.
Like P Diddy.
Oh yeah.
Like
For example,
he's-
you know,
But this is what I'm saying. Part of the like punishments you'll get and everything,
Is the,
and some of the like things to stay in would require like you to do like it's in a sense like you're selling your soul because you're selling like yourself.
No, it's not like that actually.
Well, you have to remember what do you consider selling your soul? Isn't it just damning it? And isn't like, for example, like if you have a higher up and you're a Mason, right? And in order to punish another Mason or to like, you know, bring them down to another level, you would have sex with them, a man with a man, and then, you know, technically, if you guys still follow Christianity in, you know, Mason, well, actually you guys don't. You guys follow the Catholic religion because
yes,
Masons,
actually the Pope.
then, and this is what I mean. So to say that it has nothing to do with Illuminati and there's no religion to it, to
we're
me,
not connected to them.
I mean, listen,
I mean,
you can say it,
Masons.
but look, why is it that they're the only ones besides the Pope and everybody that has access to the Vatican? You know what I mean?
That
Like
is
if
true.
like if you're a Mason, a high up Mason, you have perfect access to it because I've
yeah.
Well, that's
We know.
That's like
Yeah.
the
We know, yeah, we're
final
supposed to.
stage. Actually, you know, the Master Masons.
yeah, but how?
So you're saying basically
The Pope, he's a Master Mason. Queen Elizabeth was a Master Mason.
You understand that doesn't sound like it's just like even normal. Like it sounds like there's something way bigger to it than what meets the eye, or than
yeah.
what's led to believe.
Or what if let's speak out of turn. What if you have to get to a certain level to access the Illuminati part?
Mm-hmm.
What if you have to be? What if look? What you're like? What were you? What level did you?
But are you
like,
still-
if-
are you
if
still
could
in it?
I was on the first degree.
Are you still in it or no?
No, because the only reason why is I can always go back, but they're gonna charge you. There's like dues, like that you have to pay in order to be over
That's
there.
what I'm saying. The dues you have to pay. So depending on what stage you are, that's what I've heard. Depending on what stage you are, the dues you have to do are higher up. So it involves.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, if you didn't get to that high, like you, who was like, did you know anybody that was like higher up in there?
Yes, I
They can't
actually
speak about
did know many of them. Yeah,
They can't speak to lower ones about what's happening at that certain degree.
So then he wouldn't know.
He
That's
wouldn't
my
know 'cause
point.
they wouldn't
He
tell him.
know because they wouldn't tell him.
but I did meet, you know, with a lot of Master Masons that were on the 33rd degree. That's actually another step. It doesn't count for the Freemasons because, like I said, the top is the Master Mason, right? But there's like other degrees. For example, the Scottish Rite.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different thing, like that you can get to.
Yeah.
That's when you get this ring that has like two dragons.
Okay.
It's not dragons, but it's like I can't like explain it right now, but like yeah, that's like the Scottish.
If you know the word in Spanish, you can say it
the
in Spanish.
33rd. No, I don't remember how.
Like
how
the
they look
serpents. What is he talking about? What part? What are you talking about? Like where?
He's talking about dragons on the rings.
It's like two things that like two different.
They sprout out. on the
Yes,
ring?
they
Okay.
got like things. Yeah.
We'll definitely have like on this video. We'll look it up and we'll try to find it. Yeah,
And
exactly.
the only way you can tell someone has the Scottish rite ritual, it's because you can see the ring on their hands. So yeah,
What did you call it? The Scottish what?
Scottish rite.
Scottish, right?
You
Yes.
definitely said ritual.
I heard ritual.
I
So
heard ritual.
No, that's the ritual that you have to do in order to become
There
a
you-
Scottish rite.
That's what I'm trying to say. That
Mhm.
right there, ritual. That's a strong word, my boy. That's a strong word that's used in Illuminati a lot. Now, that's a strong word used in Masons a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Illuminati.
But yeah, like this.
Listen,
For
bro.
your soul, mind, and body.
Yes, listen. All right, so we'll try to get another Mason in here one day.
For sure, with
That
you
are-
here.
Yeah, with you here.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So let's move on to you, Vito. Who is Vito?
What makes Vito Vito?
What makes you, man?
Man, Vito's this crazy guy with a lot of energy that loves going out at nighttime, you know.
What do you do at nighttime?
What do you do, buddy?
Tell us.
Well, I love going to, you know, strip clubs, things like that, you know, have fun at the end of the week, you know, cheer out myself.
Long work week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
It's, you know, it's always fun, you know.
If you're a stripper and you're watching, hit my boy Vito up. He'll love you.
He'll love you.
For sure.
He'll love you. Look, all right, so strip clubs, right? The only thing I got nothing against strippers. I got nothing against the club making its money. How much money do you waste? What's the most money you have wasted at a strip club one night? Just one night, not a weekend. Just one night.
One night I dropped. I remember it was around 8,000 in one night. I remember that day was crazy.
$8,000 fucking dollars.
That's a hoopty. That's actually.
That's not a hoopty.
That's actually something better than a hoopty.
Something better than a hoopty.
It is.
Yeah, it was like I remember that night. It was like crazy, you know. I was with my friend. He was the manager from the place.
Okay.
He started bringing, you know, like Dom Perignon, Ace of Spades, all those kinds of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got lit, you know. Then he came to me and told me, like, Vito, you want to go to the Miami room? You know, it actually none of all the strip clubs that I've been to have this kind of room, because it's usually like the kind of room they have in, for example, Vegas or Miami.
What's a Miami room?
Well, so, like, basically you just go in there and, you know, you bring some girls with you, you bring some booze, and you can just do whatever you want in there, you know.
So you telling me you bang them out in the Miami room? You bang them out?
Kind of that, yeah.
He bangs them out. All right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I mean, yeah, it's fun, you know. There's very beautiful girls over there. Shout out to all of them.
So what's your preference on women? Because if you're saying you've been to the strip a lot, what's your preference? Like, what do you?
When it comes to women's, I actually love when they're European, you know,
you like
Russians, stuff like that. Yeah, Ukrainians. Shout out to like Ukrainians and Russian women. They're so beautiful.
Okay.
Actually, my man over here, V, he has the.
I got a Ukrainian girl.
Yeah.
There you go. It's wifey.
It's wifey right there.
It's funny, you know, because I'm Spanish and I never really had a Spanish girl.
You both are Spanish, and you like the Europeans.
We like foreigners.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? Like, all right, so I mean, I guess you can call me a European, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because of Greek, but I got other shit in me. But I love Spanish women. Spanish women are the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to my
awesome,
wife.
man.
She's Costa Rican.
For sure. Listen, I don't discriminate any woman. I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
Me neither, you know, but
Spanish,
it just happened
white.
to be.
but a preference. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying?
the
Because
preference.
everyone has like,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah, everybody has a preference.
For sure. But look, man, I like Spanish women.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm white. It might be that. It might be white, like, you know.
And we like white because what? We're Spanish.
She's Spanish, there you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah. My wife is Spanish. She likes white. I'm white. And you like guys like white.
Oh my God! I just realized that they have a type.
It's a flop.
They have a type
Look,
for sure.
your BM, Russian. She like a Spanish guy. Your girl, white Ukrainian.
Yep.
She likes a Spanish guy. It might just be that. We might just hit some.
Yeah.
I might be high,
Well,
but something just hit.
it's crazier though. Like being, I feel like with a European, because I don't know. I would say like to me when I got with wifey, you know, it was like nerve wracking because you kind of feel like they kind of want to stay, you know, with their own, and
Their own culture.
Yeah, because I mean, like if like right now, even if I go over her house and everything, like it's all like Ukrainian, Russian, everything like that. There's one exception, which is her cousin, that has her man is also Spanish. I think he's like Guatemalan. Okay. So it's me and him were like, I guess we're the ones, huh? We're like the ones that like.
You guys are the Spanish ones.
Yeah, seriously, and it's kind of crazy to see, but I mean,
for sure.
I guess it also depends on the generations and how they move now.
Everybody has their different tastes. That's
for sure.
All about, you know.
For sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so back to you, Vito. So 8,000. I'm going back to this 8,000. That's a lot of money.
That was like the greatest. The biggest amount that I ever, spent on the strip club. And
was it worth it? When you
it was worth it.
Wait. So when you woke up and you went in the pockets and you like, yo, 8 bands.
You got to be like Usher and drop some Usher bucks. You heard about that?
Yeah.
He threw the Usher bucks at the strippers.
Fake money? Uh-huh. Yeah, funny as hell. Nah, but bro, like no pain, no nothing. Next day, it was like it was all worth it.
I mean, listen. I've always been a person that thinks like
no regrets.
If you made it once, you can make it again.
So you say that you were up once, like
you were up. Tell us about it.
Top tier type shit.
Tell us about it. How were you up?
I've seen pictures on your IG, like Lambos and all these other cars you were around all the time.
Yeah, it used to be pretty good. Right now, I'm working on it to like try to come back. We'll see. It's not as easy as it seems. But
so what do you think brought you that success? Like what was the mindset at the time?
It's kind of like interesting because back then I used to like be more, if you want to say it on, like a different kind of like perspective about life. So I had access to like many kind of things. I knew a lot of people, like good plugs and stuff like that.
Network. You had a really big network.
Yeah, I was doing really good, So, I mean,
talk a little closer to the mic.
Oh yeah. So yeah, like it was. I mean, I honestly don't know how to like explain it, but it is something that like if you did it once, you can make it again.
So here's my thing on that, right? So. It is true. I've heard it. Once you do it once, you already know the formula to do it again.
Right.
But I mean, at no point did you think it was kind of just luck?
Maybe not luck, but a little bit. It takes a little bit of luck. Obviously,
some stuff fell through. Yeah, it fell through how it was supposed to.
But again, it was me like being in those places and meeting up the right people. Getting connections. Kind of things like that. So one thing went to the other one, and everything got pulled up together.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking forward, to like become again that kind of person. So that I can be in that status,
So what is that kind of person? What did you have? What was it like? What made you that person?
Willing to like become better every day, because that's all it takes,
So you're talking about what he had?
I'm talking about what he had. I want to know what made you good, because I'm from Newark. So like, what makes us good is a nice car, a nice place to live, all the bills paid, unlimited weed. I need unlimited weed. Unlimited weed. You making money. Constant. So what made you better? What did you have?
Like he said, logged, knowing the right context, the right connections.
But I'm saying you had a nice ass crib. I heard you had a crazy fucking crib. I heard you had a fish tank that was humongous with all the rarest fish.
That's what I'm getting at. I want him to talk about it. What did you have?
I used to have many fish tanks.
You had big fish tanks, right?
Yes, humongous.
I heard your like place was like huge. I heard you were fucking.
Yeah, I actually had this big pond outside my house too.
I remember
with
that.
Koi fishes.
That's awesome.
It was a whole like he dug in the backyard, and he put this like it was like a plastic pond. It was big as hell. It was like bigger than the car, right? It was huge.
Yes,
wow. He had to like I remember.
Now that you're talking about cars too, I was really into like Mustangs.
Yeah.
Cars in general.
Yeah.
I used to have like this many Mustangs, 350Cs. I always been like, you know, a guy that it's really into cars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What was your nicest car?
My nicest car, I believe, was the. I can't really tell you honestly. I think my newest Mustang.
Mustang?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
like it was your favorite car or your
That was
nicest
my favorite car. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a convertible Mustang. And I also have a convertible Camaro, black Camaro. That car was also lit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like the 2000. It was 2018, right? The Mustang.
the
Nah,
Mustang.
it wasn't like the Mustang. I seen the Mustang. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And
It was a fucking
you know,
beautiful
definitely
car,
my
man.
350C. That was my baby too.
Mm-hmm.
350Z was dope. Had a carbon fiber hood. Looked really good.
That's nice.
I had this Jeep. It was a Grand Cherokee, Hemi, the Yukon Denali. Remember?
How old are you for anybody who doesn't know that's watching?
34.
When did you have all this? When was this, like, when was your greatest time? What year? How old were you?
I believe when I was like 26, 25.
26. That was like your peak?
Yeah, that was like my peak time.
Okay.
You know, from
From what
whatever.
you, from now to currently, because you never know, you could hit another peak.
I mean, that's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to do right now, you know, but
Listen,
it takes
bro,
a
it
lot of
takes-
hard work.
It takes 5 years.
At least,
It
yes.
takes 5 years for somebody to hit like where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've heard. It takes 5 years to hit where you're supposed to be, how you want to live, and if it doesn't work that 5 years, you have another 5 years. As long as you don't die.
Well, yeah, you got a lot of 5 years unless you
You
die.
do,
Then, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So
Yeah.
you gotta try to do it the fastest. You know what I mean? The fastest 5th year or whatever. Have it done.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
yeah.
definitely, but like you were saying, it's definitely a lot of networking, you know. I would say, just from hearing it, it's kind of like you have a lot of the blueprint, but you're still missing a good amount too, though.
Oh, of course.
So
yes.
this is why you can't recreate it again. So that's why you're gonna kind of gotta get the rest of that blueprint, so then you can be up again. But you kind of already
Back
know,
to
like, the main thing is networking. And I mean, I think networking is honestly just important in general. Like, knowing people, talking to people, getting yourself out
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
It's one of the most important
It depends
things.
a lot on what kind of circle you're in, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because if you're gonna be with, for example, not discrimination at all, but like people that lives on the street,
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah. I mean, we've heard it since we were kids. You know,
Mhm.
you are who you hang out with,
That's
and
for
that's
sure.
definitely like one of the
If
biggest
you're gonna
things.
be hanging out with millionaires, people
Yeah.
that have money
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Of
become
course,
the same.
it's true. That's 100% true. You know, and
You know?
that's
for sure.
a fact,
that's
because you
what it comes to.
first off, you feel that strive, that energy that person radiates, because, you know, I feel like these people, well, everybody like resonates a certain energy. You know what I mean? Like, if you're with a broke person, what are you gonna want to do? You're just want to sit around and be broke, because there's no striving there. So it's kind of like a dead circle in reality.
Yeah.
If you're with a millionaire, that they're always in fucking competition, if it's friendly or not, you know what I mean? It still pushes you to get to that next level. Like,
To
you're
be
like,
a millionaire.
yeah, you're like, oh, this
sure.
person's
Yeah,
a
like-
millionaire, and, you know,
It works
I'm
like that for
saying.
everything. It
Yeah.
works like that for gaming. It works like that for
yeah.
all type, like everything.
When it comes to like that kind of like, you know, life, you know, like I used to have tabs in strip clubs that, you know, I could spend during the week, because I sometimes I'm talking about back then, I used to like go to strip clubs 3 or 4 times a week.
That was your thing.
And
That was your
yes,
thing to do.
And you know, like I could spend, even if I didn't bring no money at all, they used to like just cash me out and give me money. You know, like I'm talking about $3,000, $2,000 every week.
crazy.
So that was another thing.
Crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's dope and everything, you know, but those are like kind of things that you could do when you have the space,
Yeah.
like, you know,
When you got
when it
that
comes
money.
to like money talking.
You know, and that's one of the things too, that, you know, it's like, for anybody listening, yeah, the strip is fucking, you know, it's dope, whatever. You but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, if you're young and you're still kind of trying to like make it, it's just a bad investment. You don't want to throw money at someone not having money.
For sure.
You know,
yeah.
right now, imagine what you could have done with that money that you threw at fucking strippers all the time. Listen, and again, nothing wrong when you have it, go throw it. You know what I mean?
You
Fuck
just
it.
don't think about that
No,
stuff.
you don't.
You, know?
You don't. You're living in the moment.
Especially when you're young,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
25, and
Yeah, you live in the moment. You want to ball out, and
you think
know,
you're always gonna
and
have it like that.
that's what I was just about to say. And I feel like that's one of the biggest problems that, you know.
If I
Such
saved
and-
all the money that I've had,
Yeah, some people really don't think, and that's the problem. We kind of think about the now, and not about like the future. Cause fuck, imagine like the people right now that are fucking billionaires, millionaires. These are people that wear fucking regular shirts, regular pants.
Oh yes.
The millionaires and billionaires, for the most part, like if you're not, obviously you don't have a image that you have to portray, like Hollywood and everything. Besides that, they don't give a fuck.
They know.
Yeah.
Flip phone type shit, fucking regular shirt. Give me a shirt from fucking Kmart. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But then when you have, again, it's different in Hollywood because they need to be fresh. They need to have the newest shit.
Level.
Yeah, they need to. That's kind of part of their whole image.
Status,
but
it depends on what
status.
it depends on what kind we're talking about.
No, I'm talking about like Hollywood. I'm talking about like
because if we speak about like old,
but that's not all the time. Because look at Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam
Sandler.
Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler.
So
Yeah,
he
Carrey.
doesn't. So those guys like they're not.
But
That's why I said.
That's what I was gonna say. Like those are like old school. Like not old school, but like they're like already from like.
I just think it just depends on who we're talking, like on what we're talking about. Because like we said before in the last podcast, there's a lot of art, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're talking about a rapper needs to make this image.
For
if
example,
we're talking about
Drake.
an actor, if we're talking about an actor, his image is in the movies already.
Yeah, it's in the image, but then again, Hollywood for the most part, you still see a lot of that. They need to make that image, but we're talking about Adam Sandler. We're talking about a person that literally has had his own studio.
Yes.
Happy Madison for how long? You know what I mean? Like he's a person that's already established. He doesn't give a fuck on like how he looks. Like
so then it's the people that are trying to establish something.
Exactly.
Want,
Exactly. Like
talking money wise.
I mean, look at Elon.
Yeah,
Elon's definitely like simple dude. He don't be like fucking flashing on his shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
It's like
For sure.
and that's we forget like. Yeah, it's better to save a fucking penny today and have $1 fucking tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
In the future.
Like I said, listen. At the end of the day, I did what I did. I spent whatever amount of money that I spent.
Nothing wrong with
I don't
having
really
fun,
regret
though.
it. I have fun. It's part of life, like I said. And as long, I'm not saying like if you're old, you can't do this. I feel like I can still go back to the same level. Hopefully, God first, and that's all I'm expecting in the future.
You'll get it for sure. Just gotta put it in the air.
Oh yeah,
I'm really
looking
manifest forward
it.
for it because maybe this time is gonna be different. Maybe I'm not gonna be wasting my money that way. I heard something about on the internet that they get like maybe not mature, but like more mature after they hit their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It could be.
I feel like that's the case with me right now.
Yeah.
And maybe it's gonna be different. Like for the best. Everything, whatever happens.
So you're basically saying
for the best.
That now you have matured, you're gonna try to get to back where you were, but not make the mistakes that you did before.
Exactly.
Back to your blueprint. That's probably the blueprint that he has to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hopefully, everything comes out good.
So what do you feel like? What do you feel like kind of went wrong?
I really think that, to be honest, was the kind of relationship that I had back then with. Let me call her my wife.
Baby mother.
Yes.
Baby mother. Yeah.
Ex-wife?
Yes.
Okay.
So
how many?
But that'll do it. How many men, really kind of lose everything because of a marriage?
It's something like it was actually not so much because of her, but I felt back then, in that time, like because I have 3 kids with her, right?
Okay.
So when I came back to my house and I didn't show my family in there, it gave me like this kind of frustration.
Yeah.
And I just started.
It's like a shutdown.
Yeah, it was like
a
huge shutdown for me, personally. So I felt like back in that time that since I didn't have nothing else to do, I just was just spending all my energy on things that were not the right things.
Trying to fill a void.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe I was just feeling like lonely.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But I mean, that's honestly
Stress.
something you hear a lot, though. Honestly, you hear that a lot. Like, you know, if a marriage goes sideways, you know.
Yeah. You were depressed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You were in a deep depression. So.
I mean, God knows everything He has for you. You know, those are like just lessons.
Oh yeah,
you gotta learn from.
Yep.
Don't take it as a bad thing in your life. Just take it as a new beginning.
Yep.
Learn from it. Become better.
That's for sure.
Do your thing. And be in your way.
But now you know. I mean,
now
again,
I know.
Now it's a lesson. So when you are up, not if you are up, when you are up, you know what to avoid. You know what to go forward towards. Yeah,
for sure. Yes, for sure. Yeah. That's that's what I'm looking for.
All right, Mr. Vito told us about Vito. What makes Vito?
Just a little bit. Hopefully looking forward. To like. Give you guys a visit in the future again.
For sure, my guy.
Really enjoy the time with you
got
guys.
to be on. October's for sure. Got to
be
the
definitely.
Time when you're on there.
Definitely.
And let me ask you a question. You knew we were going to talk about the Jersey Devil.
That's why I brought these.
That's why you got the jersey?
I see it.
I see you, my guy. You got the
Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil.
Guys.
I like it.
I see it. I see it. All right. I mean, look, we can loosen up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so look, bro. This is going to be the first game that we ever played with somebody. So we never did it before. First time, right? It's going to be fact or cap.
Fact or cap.
Fact or cap.
Stop the cap.
That shit funny, right? Right. I love that.
What do we got for fact or cap?
Fact or cap. So we did a little bit of research. We did a lot of talking. And we have a couple questions for you, my guy.
Let's do it.
Ready? First question is...
Always ready.
Were you an actual fireman?
Oh.
Well, yes, I was.
Stop the cap.
For about 5 months.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
5 months.
Well,
so how were you a fireman? That's my whole thing.
It comes to like, I was working with this guy. He was from Wayne, Italian guy.
Okay.
He was a firefighter since he was, I believe, 16 over there in Wayne. Because, like these rich towns, Wayne, West Caldwell, all those places.
Firefighter at 16?
Huh?
You could be a firefighter at 16? That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
Volunteering.
Volunteering. No, like...
Stop fucking around. You cannot be a firefighter at 16. Stop
if you're
fucking
volunteer, yeah. Like
doing
a
what?
volunteer. But doing what?
Volunteer.
Remember how they used to have the dogs? What do you sit next to a firefighter?
Spit shining shoes.
You're not like the ones that, like if there's like an emergency, you go to it. Like
so what are they doing?
Like they're like they help around, they send them out to like collect money.
Oh.
Shit like that.
They connected.
Yes.
Let's see you.
Oh, he's talking about like the kids that be having like the fire boot standing in the street asking for money.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
So can we reverse stop the cap for that?
So when you're 16, you got to do 2 years. So like they put, like when you get your license first time, they give you like this thing. How do you call it? Like
a provisionary license.
Yes.
Okay.
So they give you this time for 2 years. So, but if you become a firefighter, a volunteer after you're 18,
okay,
it's just 1 year. It says it on your helmet and everything. So like, they don't put you like to like this kind of like hard tasks.
Did you have a helmet then? Because if you did, then would it say 1 year or would it say 5 months or 6 months?
Well, the first year.
Okay, so, all right. So, how does that make you a firefighter? If you were a volunteer, that means you were a volunteer. You are not a firefighter.
Well, that's the thing. You're a
by association.
You're a volunteer firefighter. So, you don't because like for example, remember we was talking about Masons?
Yeah.
There's like
don't tell me you were a voluntary Mason or a Mason by association.
No. Like what I'm talking about is. There's like different levels when you're a firefighter. The chief.
I know that, but then they're all considered a firefighter. I wouldn't consider a volunteer a firefighter.
No,
So
there's volunteer firefighters.
They're volunteers
that actually can go into fires and everything.
Yes.
I believe.
can go into
They
fire.
were all
mistaken,
volunteers.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I believe so.
But to become a firefighter, like
Volunteers still go through training and everything.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Ray went to be a firefighter. Like he took the test, he did everything, and there's a waiting list. So how can you become
Because
a
he went
volunteer
to
before
probably-
an actual firefighter?
Because one is getting paid, one is not.
Let me tell you something. Like when you work in like townships, like for example, Pattison,
horrible.
And I think
Newark, or Irvington, just to give an example, right? Over there, you get paid. So when you're a volunteer, that's pretty much like a really good training for you to like go and become a real firefighter, even though you're already a real firefighter.
It's kind of like what the fuck is it called? Being an intern.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, when you go to war and then you're done with your, like when you go to the army and you're done with your time in the army and then you want to be a cop or something like that.
Yeah.
That definitely gives you a better status and all that,
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the kind of thing I'm trying to.
Fact or a cap?
No,
That you are
that's
a
a
fire.
fact.
That's a fact. It's a fact. All right, we'll let them rock. We'll let them rock. Yeah, we'll let
If we
'em
have
rock.
any firefighters in here,
Yeah,
just
we,
right.
We will. We will.
Yeah.
Remember,
No,
Jamie.
I'm talking about in the chat.
Oh, in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously be a little chat in the bottom. Leave a comment. Say, what do you think if that's a fact or a cap?
Obviously in Wayne, there's really not that much fires, like houses that get caught on fire and things like that. There's usually
How many
just
fires you going to?
none. It was just
So what were you doing?
It was just like always.
Don't tell me you
used
were
to
in
be
front of
like gas leaks.
Don't tell me you were in front of the fucking mall with like a little basket around Christmas.
No. Usually over there, people calls you a lot to like go check gas leaks.
Okay, gotcha.
If a car, something like accidents.
Mm-hmm.
They usually bring, like cars that are like them cars that you throw in the junk jars.
Mm-hmm.
They bring them over there so that you can train with them and like shop them in case, like for example, when a car gets into an accident, and then you can't, the doors get jammed and stuff like that. Then you can train with the hydraulic press.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. It's something that is really, really interesting. I
Firefighters
never
are
thought
awesome.
about it.
I think firefighters are awesome, and
Yeah,
I think
for
that
sure.
like if anybody's a hero, it's to me like honestly it's firefighters because man, they just so selfless.
And like I said, I never really thought about doing it. Like I said, my friend, he was there when I met him. He was 28, so that means he had already been there for like 12 years.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of knowledge. He was on his way to become a chief supervisor.
Okay.
So after like 2-3 years, when you're a chief, then that's like like the end of it. You can always go back to the house, where like they chill. They have pool tables, TVs, Xboxes. It's fun. You can sleep there.
Yeah.
It's actually really, really fun. They make a lot of things. It's really something really, really interesting. I learned a lot. I was actually really, really happy. It was for a little while, but I definitely did learn a lot from that experience. Yeah.
All right, so then we'll keep it as a fact. Yeah.
Fact.
So we'll keep it as a fact.
Keep it as a
He
fact.
was a firefighter at some point.
All right. What else you got for
All
him?
right. Let me think, man. Let me think, cause I know Mr. Vito, so I got. Let's see.
What is Vito to you? For people that don't know.
Vito. Start off by is my brother-in-law. That's first. Vito. Let me put the camera, cause look, we on live right now. Look, shout out
We're
to
on
live. All on TV. We had a podcast right now. Try to get the marketing going. Look, check my man's out, Vito. All right, so Vito, I knew him. I've been with his sister for 13 years. So I knew him for a long time. Who we got on here? Bite Me Ass. And then we have D Block.
Shout out to D Block.
Shout out to D Block.
D Block.
Word.
I know that guy since he was like so little, bro.
D Block.
Yeah, I'm talking about 2010. He was a little kid.
It's crazy.
At this point, this camera looks like it's about to go
It's
off.
going down.
So I think
It's a wrap
we're
for today.
we're pretty much getting that point to wrap it up. You know, Second episode.
I'm
Second
definitely
episode.
looking forward for
It was
it.
nice having you, my boy. For sure.
That was
I'll
good,
definitely
my man.
see
That
you.
was
Definitely see you
looking
back
forward for it,
around.
like I said, yeah. It was
Again.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot
it's
more.
definitely really interesting. I appreciate you guys inviting me over.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Sure.
forward to come back whenever you guys invite me again.
Hopefully next time you don't try to flake. Hopefully next time you're.
Because we
You're
already
just ready
talked
to
about
go.
you flaking the first time. We talked about you flaked us on the first time.
Mhm.
This one you was about to flake.
That'd have been
You was
bad.
about to flake.
That'd have been bad.
That'd have been bad. Because you
Would
would
have
have
been
been.
like.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Would have got that
That'd
one
been
for
bad,
sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what matters is that I made it, you know.
He's here.
Yeah, you're here,
We
and
did it.
we were
That's
actually
all
gonna have
matters.
someone else on today.
We were gonna have Scratchy, my
Mhm.
guy Scratchy,
Mhm.
but he's gonna have his own episode. We're gonna have him. He has a lot to talk about. Everybody knows who Scratchy is. Scratchy is in Newark. He's another ice cream man, well known. So we'll definitely have him next week on the show.
Oh yeah, that could be the Ice Cream Wars episode.
That
Right there.
can be
Talk
the ice
about
cream
all
wars,
the
yeah.
ice cream drama that happens.
We can actually. We might
I'm pretty
maybe
sure he
maybe
knows
he
a lot
has
about it.
he has so much to talk about. So maybe we'll have like one of just him because I don't want to like spoil it on what's going to be talked about
Yeah,
with him because it's definitely not ice cream. I mean, we could mention it, but it's definitely not ice cream.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
a lot.
just gonna be one of
It's
the
a lot of
topics.
crazy.
Well, we got
So
to see what he wants to talk
when
about.
we do
for
the
sure.
ice cream wars, we're gonna have Scratchy. We're gonna have like two. We'll probably have probably like 3 people right there, all ice cream, and then we'll really talk about it. You know what I mean?
Do you like spicy Vito or no?
I love spicy food.
Good, because we have a
When it
challenge
comes to
coming
it,
up.
you
That
know, when it comes to spicy food, I think I'm over there. You know.
you think so?
Yes, for sure.
Is that a fact or
Stop the cap.
because we have a challenge coming
what
up?
do you think?
So all right, so you're basically saying you're gonna do the spicy challenge.
Mhm.
For sure, for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm down to that.
Well, see, he's the second one. The first one was Slick. Slick said he'll do it. So
Let's
we'll
see what
definitely
happens.
see what happens. Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna be a
Shout out to my boy Slick.
Yeah, shout out
for
to
sure.
Slick. He's definitely gonna be on the show.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
for
be
sure.
a good one. But yeah,
So-
time to wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in with All One TV,
Say that.
and we in there. We'll see you next episode.
see you next episode. Take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.